Welcome back to Cageside Press. I'm Eddie Law. Joining us today is a 4-1 welterweight set for a home game at LFA 219 on October 10th against Jonathan Waid. If there's an off button on your chin, this man's going to find it. If he's fought at 205, he's fought at 185, he's fought at 170, and if your 300-pound drunk uncle wants some, damn it, he can get it too. Fighting out of Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen, Stewie's in the house. Andrew Stewart, how you doing?
Man, I'm good. I'm getting ready for this fight, and I feel real good.
Hey, that's always good news to hear, man. You're just less than a week, about a week away, right? How's everything flowing at the end of your camp here?
Man, everything's going good. Real healthy, feeling good, feel sharp. Training's going real well. Training partners are looking real good. So we feel dialed in. Feel like we're ready.
There you go, man. So for those that don't know, where are you from originally?
I'm from Kentucky originally. A little small town called Cadiz, about an hour and a half above Nashville. But now I live in Nashville.
How you like Nashville, man? I've never been. I've had friends that go, and every single time they go, they're just like, "Man, you missed out." I'm like, "What happened?" They're like, "We don't remember." But what kind of town is it for you?
Hey, I like Nashville. I take a lot of pride in living in Nashville. I have a lot of pride in Kentucky as well. That my small town roots. I feel like I represent Nashville every time I fight. So I love Nashville. And if you're ever in Nashville, come hit me up. We'll show you one of those forgettable nights.
I bet, man. Hey, I'm down. I'll definitely hit you up. All right. So real quick, just for people that haven't seen you fight before, how'd you get started in martial arts, and at what point did you decide, hey, this is what I want to do, with my life?
Yeah. So I was just working in a factory after I got done in college, and just looking for something competitive to do. I used to be a former football player in college, so one of the guys I worked with was like, we should look into jiu-jitsu. And so we just Googled jiu-jitsu gym, and there was one about 30 minutes away, and it was ran by a guy named Toby Amata. I don't know if that rings any bells, but he's actually the guy that submitted Jorge Masvidal with the inverted triangle back in the Bellator days. But so he ended up being my first coach ever. So I just started going to jiu-jitsu, enjoyed being back in a competitive setting, and turned out I was pretty good at it. Did a jiu-jitsu competition, and then like a couple months into training, we had some local promoter come around and ask me if I wanted to fight, and I said yes, sure. And then the fight, I thought I was going to just dominate the fight, which I did dominate it, but I was way more tired than I expected to be, and it kind of, which I really enjoyed doing hard stuff. I like doing things that I think other people would quit doing, So once I had that first experience, I was like, well, that won't be my last experience with it. So I'm gonna go in again, and I'm gonna take it very serious and figure out how to fight. And then between my first and second fight, I just made such strides that it just kind of turned out like I think this might be something I could do.
There you go, man. So what'd you play in football? What position?
I was a linebacker.
Hey, fellow linebacker. I didn't play college, man, but hey, I always have love for the linebackers, man. We don't get appreciated enough. I tell you right now, we get hit by the running backs, and it's like, yeah, now go get the quarterback. Like, come on, dog. What are we doing? All right, that's cool.
Yeah, I played quarterback in high school as well. So
there you go. So you put that aggressiveness, that position is an aggressive position, right? On the team. Not only you started at the sideline, but when that A gap or B gap opens up, like we're the ones going in there. You put that aggressiveness into your fighting now.
Yeah, my style of fighting is I'm on the gas pedal. I know that I've been blessed with the one punch KO power that I'm fortunate to have. It's definitely a learned quality. I don't think that it's just I was just born with it, but I think my years of trying to be an explosive athlete has transitioned to MMA tremendously.
Oh, it absolutely has. Every fight I've seen of yours, it just seems like every time you throw a right hand, especially that overhand right that you like to throw so much, like it seems like you're taking every fight personal because you have the angriest overhand right I have seen in a long time, man. And I'm assuming, when it lands, it like hits, and then 2 seconds later you hear the actual pop, like thunder and lightning. Super fan-friendly style. How did that type of style come about for you once you started training?
Well, I mean, I originally started, I was focused on grappling a lot because I always thought that was the best base for MMA. So I spent a lot of my time just working on getting in good shape and wrestling, being able to keep, I always wanted to be kept from just being wrestled the whole time. So then once I established a really good takedown defense, I started really focusing on my boxing and what. But my whole life I always thought, well, I got power in my hands. Every man thinks that. But then the first time I got a knockout, and I realized that my power in my right hand is a lot more devastating than everybody else's.
Oh yeah.
And then it just makes you, it just builds a confidence in it. Like, I know that if it lands, the fight is over. Like, I could be fighting a world champion who's got 10 times more skill than me. If I land my right hand, I'm the new world champion. So it does. It's a blessing and a curse, because sometimes, like, you think about it a little too much. Like, you just want to put your hands on that person, and because it's beginning of the end as soon as you do. And then also learning to be a good mixed martial artist who is setting things up and creating these knockout opportunities, because I have learned that a lot of people are just going to run from it. And so now I'm working on setting traps so they walk right into it.
Yeah, no, and you can see the development through your fights, right? From everything available online, obviously, but from the first couple that I watched to your most recent win, and 3 of your wins are by knockout. You really enjoy just putting people out. It's so apparent, and the crowd loves it. When you get in there, and obviously, like, here's a better question in my mind, because I always ask the other question, like, do you guys like fighting and all that? Do guys kind of drop out of fights against you? Because it seems like as soon as they see like that power is going to come their way, they're just like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that.
All the time. So my last fight, I was looking for a welterweight the entire time. And then we got a couple weeks out. They moved it to started looking at middleweights. And then we got a little bit closer. And then we had somebody that said they would take it at light heavy. I just want to get the fights. I mean, I'm looking to. I have goals. I have places I'm trying to get to. So I'll take the fight at whatever weight. That doesn't bother me at all. So yeah, it's like we might start off with 3 or 4 or 5, guys that I've said yes to that apparently would have said yes, and then all of a sudden they're no, and then you end up working your way, and then you get into a situation where the card's coming up, and you just got to take whoever you can get. So that's kind of been my life since I started MMA. The only fight that I've had, and it's been like the same opponent from start to finish, was my pro debut.
Yeah.
It's been a roller coaster since.
I bet, man, because it seems like everyone says yes till they watch that tape and just like, hey, doc, nah, you didn't tell me it was this dude. What the hell? Yeah. Like, it's so crazy.
Scary proposition, especially at welterweight. I think that I'm such a massive welterweight, and I have power that one punch knockout power that most people probably will never see. I think as people watch the film and they get more familiar with me and my style, most of the responses is we don't like the matchup. So
I bet you don't.
Yeah.
That is amazing. All right, dude. Hey, all right. LFA debut, LFA 219. Jonathan Waid. How are you feeling mentally and physically coming into this fight?
I'm feeling real good mentally and physically. I always have a uber amount of confidence going into fights. I've never felt like I was going in with the smaller gun. But I feel really good. Trying to make the weight cut as smooth and painless as possible. Trying to be as healthy as possible and go in and execute the game plan that me and Dustin have came up with. It's more of just sticking to the process. I have great coaches. Dustin's done it at the highest level against the highest competition. So I just trust whatever he tells me to do. I talk to him a lot, take his advice on everything, and he's never steered me wrong. So we're going to keep doing that, and we're going to go in and execute the game plan, and that'll be it. Like, I feel great going into it, though. I'm very, very excited, almost a little too excited to be back.
There you go, man. Fighting at home. So hey, it's a win-win for you.
And for LFA, I mean, that's big. Like, it's nice getting to put on a show at a big promotion like LFA.
Yeah, man. And what do you know about your opponent, and where do you see your advantage in, come fight night?
I've actually been on a couple cards with him. Never anticipated that I would fight him. He's just a big jiu-jitsu guy. I think he's behind pretty much everywhere else. but I don't think he's got I really, to be honest, don't think he has a jiu-jitsu advantage on me either. But his game is a heavily jiu-jitsu oriented. But now I have a lot of respect for him getting in there. I'm not sure how what his game plan is gonna be, but I have a lot of respect for him for taking the fight, and I'm looking forward to getting in there with him. But yeah, I feel like I've worked on my, because you train based on the guy coming out. I feel like my jiu-jitsu game's kind of elevated quite a bit just because I put so much emphasis on it, knowing that that's likely where he's wanting to take the fight. So I kind of enjoy having different styles of opponents, because if I'm fighting a primary striker, I might be focusing on my entries to takedowns and whatever. And then if I'm fighting a grappler, I might be working on my takedown defense and then forcing them to stand up with me. And then this guy is heavy jujitsu, so like it's been like a completely different camp compared to normal. So I've actually really enjoyed it. It gets me excited.
Mm-hmm. So let's say he loses his mind. He's just going to stand with you, like
30 seconds.
You're just like, nah, that's a bad idea, dude. Don't stand with me. Take me down. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Yeah. So there you go. So with the win, you get the 5-1. Especially if you get like a nasty knockout, right? You get 5-1. To the winners go the spoilers, right? Who or what will you be calling for next?
Well, I'm just going to lean on my manager and tell me what's going to be next. I just kind of step in there and fight, but I would love to get a call from the big show. I mean, I would love an opportunity. I mean, a short notice. I mean, I have no problems fighting at 85. If they'd call me on 2 days' notice, and I'll make 85 and go fight anybody on the planet. So obviously the UFC is my number one goal. And then if we're there after this fight, that would be a blessing. Thank God. And if we're not, I'm going to line up and do it again as soon as possible, and hopefully get a call after that. And if I don't, I'll line up and do it again. I'm just going to take it one fight at a time and stay prepared. I mean, we had a guy that was supposed to be on this card that got moved to the UFC short notice this week. So like I wish that was me. Like that's who I want to be, and I'm trying to set myself up to be that guy the next time they need somebody.
Yeah, impressive finish, man. I don't see how they don't call you with your fight style. That especially short notice contender, for example. Have you been in the Apex yet?
I've never been in the Apex. I did help. I've helped some people get ready for the Contender Series and whatnot. So I've been pretty active watching the Contender and getting familiar with it, because I do anticipate that I could be on it.
Oh, I think you'll love it, especially with your fight style. It's very intimate, and it's like it's bleachers, literally bleachers around the octagon. Every time someone hits, like you hear it, and it's the dopest thing ever. With your kind of power, that would be awesome to see. All right, man. Let's do a few. What's that?
I've since I started, I started thinking that the UFC is something I want to get to. I've tried to tailor my style to be as exciting, UFC oriented as possible. So everything that I do it with the intention of gaining somebody like Dana White, McMahon, John Shelby's attention. So my whole entire fight style is built around what I think they want to see out of me. So yeah, if they give me the opportunity, it will basically be, I got 4 or 5 years of preparing to show them what I can do, and I'd be very excited to do that.
All right, man. Big opportunity here in a few days coming up. All right, let's do a few quick fire questions, and we'll get you on your way. First one up, outside of fighting, so no fighting, nothing to do with combat sports or anything. What's the most important thing for Andrew Stewart?
Jesus Christ.
There you go. Do you lean on your faith a lot with everything?
Yeah, I try to. I try to educate myself as much as I can. I try to lead a life that that encourages people to get involved and get to know Jesus Christ. I fall short of the glory of God every day, but I'm trying.
There you go, man. Who's your biggest supporter in this journey so far?
My wife for sure. She makes all the sacrifices for us. I got 3 kids. She keeps this machine running and lets me do what I need to do. So my wife for sure.
Is she the hide behind the hands like this type of wife, or is she in the front row screaming?
Usually front row screaming. She's had a few too many to drink by the time I'm fighting. So I think she would be a hand on the face if she wasn't she didn't have the liquid courage that she's got by the time the fight rolls around.
Hey, sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need this to get through
Like,
the nerves.
like polar opposite. She's like cool, fun, party, have a good time, and then I'm like, all I want to do is train.
There you go. All right. Who's your favorite combat sports athlete of all time?
Favorite combat sports athlete of all time? I grew up really liking Matt Hughes, and that's because I kind of saw myself in Matt Hughes. He's a brute, strong, mean, tough guy. I've really turned into a Taporia guy lately.
Yeah, there you go, man. And honestly, Tapor is one of those guys that kind of like he kind of came out of nowhere, but you can't not watch him. It's really crazy. So yeah. All right. Second to last one. Favorite activity outside of training and fighting?
Favorite activity outside of training and fighting? I like fishing with my kids. We're big into some outdoor activities. I play a little volleyball with my friends, but any activities I can do with my kids, really.
There's a lot of hunting to do out there, right? You go hunting?
Yeah, I grew up on land between the lakes in Kentucky. Some of the best whitetail hunting you can find. So, yeah.
I'm a big city.
Don't do it as much as I want to, but we're hunting and fishing over there in Kentucky.
I'm a big city boy, but I've been trying to get someone to come teach me and everything. I don't know, one of my friends is going to take me out hunting hopefully next year, so I'm excited just to learn it. But
you're gonna love it.
Oh, I can't wait, dude. All right, October 10th, LFA 219. What can fans expect from Stewie?
Oh, I would be hunting for the finish from start to finish, like I always do. I expect a knockout. That's my expectation. I expect a pretty heavy pace, and it might be over pretty quick.
It might be over pretty quick. For he said it himself. Do not miss it. Heavy Hands coming to Clarksville, Tennessee, LFA 219. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com. Broadcasting live on YouTube and UFC Fight Pass. But my man's kicking off the main card against Jonathan Waid. So pay up, get your Fight Pass going. Make sure you don't miss it. Definitely coming to test his chin on October 10th. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Stewart. Andrew, thanks for the time, man.
Yeah, thank you, sir.